So you pick it up in verse 1, a very famous John chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning was the Word. You can see John using this repeat of an idea from Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, the whole Bible, which begins in the beginning. And he repeats that here. In the beginning was the Word. If you look up that word in Strong's, you will see that it comes from the Greek word logos, or logos, we would say in English.
Really important word. So logos shows up in many words in English. If you have ever studied, for example, biology, or even the word theology. Anytime you have logi at the end of a word, it means the study or the knowledge or the science or the information around some topic. But everything is bound up in words. That truth is conveyed and sustained and inherent in the words. And Jesus is the totality of that, that you cannot seek any other truth on any topic without beginning first with the ultimate word, Jesus himself. It's very, very powerful, all-encompassing.
It's amazing. And if you look that word up in the Greek lexicon, in Strong's, for instance, and you click on the word, it will pull up a box with all these myriad definitions and usages of the word logos. It's a concept, it's an idea, it's a word, it's a means of communication. It's all of these things. Now, look at the beautiful word, word. It's capitalized in our King James Version of the Bible. Those translators took that word logos, and of all the options in English that they could have used, they chose this word. Word. How do we use words to communicate? Notice this. You have person A. You have person B. Okay? Person A wants to communicate something to person B, and they have something that they want to share. So what do? You take this idea, this concept, this feeling, and you encode it, usually, often, in words that you either say or write or draw or portray in some way, and it becomes this medium whereby you can share things with another person. This person, person B, now hears or sees that effort to communicate, and they decode, they interpret what was said, and at the end of the day, they get this idea or this feeling, and if good communication has happened, these will be very similar. Can you see the power of the word? The word is the go-between medium in how person A communicates with person B. And in this context, your person B and God the Father is person A. And how does he communicate what he wants you to do, how to live? Through Jesus Christ, the Word of God. He is the messenger of the covenant. He's the go-between. I love the primary song that encapsulates this idea of Jesus Christ being this go-between, this Word. Listen to these lyrics. How could the Father tell the world of love and tenderness? He sent his Son, a newborn babe with peace and holiness. How could the Father show the world the pathway we should go? He sent his Son to walk with men on earth that we may know. How could the Father tell the world of sacrifice, of death? He sent his Son to die for us and rise with living breath. What does the Father ask of us? What do the Scriptures say? Have faith, have hope, live like his Son, help others on their way. What does he ask? Live like his Son. I love that concept of Jesus as this go-between, this Word. And if you have any questions, just follow the Son. That's the message from John right out of the chute and we've only gotten through the first line of verse 1.
Let's add just a few more thoughts. In John's ancient culture, in the world of philosophy and science and thinking, ancient Greek philosophers had used the same word to talk about how the world came into being, that it actually came through the Logos. So this was an interesting concept that was actually known, but in a much more kind of diffuse way. And John shows up and says, let me help you guys identify and truly understand who it is that makes all things possible. And as a reminder, I want you to think about all the ways that words help you experience reality. And that is what Jesus offers. He is the essence and the source of reality and the way in which reality is communicated. It's through words. Very, very powerful concepts. And we're probably not supposed to have favorite gospels, but this is one of my favorite openings of any gospel because it's just, you can dwell on this for so long and find so much meaning that can drive us into the paths of righteousness.